Good morning. Welcome to RocksChat. Tracy here. And it's Vlogtober, isn't it? I only thought about that the other day. I thought, should I call it Vlogtober? Then I thought, well, so what am I going to do? Like, Vlogtember? Vlogsember? Vlogmas? Vloguary? Then they all sound like that a bit, don't they, really? For a while, like January, February. Anyway, never mind. Hello! Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Went to the cinema yesterday. It's actually a really good film. And usually, when I see a sci-fi film, I'll always say, oh, they missed an opportunity there. That had a really good concept, but they went, really kind of missed the boat and it was rubbish or boring or stupid ending or, one of those silly handheld cameras jumping along. But this one was actually, oh no, I've kind of got stuck on the word actually. This one was really good, to be honest with you. And I have to say, I didn't know a single person in it. Not one actor. Not even, oh, that person was in so-and-so before. Not even that. I didn't recognise one of them. But nevertheless, it was still a good film. It was called The Creator. And it's another one about AI taking over. Well, not taking... Well, yeah, I'll let you watch it. It's not taking over, but... it's about AI and the problems as such, or not, maybe, roundabout way. Yeah, as I have an AI. It's looking, Yeah. Everywhere you go, isn't it? Everywhere you go now, it's like, smart AI can improve your website. Smart AI can do this, can do that, can do this. Can't. Not without an awful lot of manipulation and know-how on the part of the person who's using it. That's just the way it is, isn't it, really? It's not, it can't do it. You've got to do it still. So let me know, knock at the door when it can do it for me. Until then, it's not really AI, is it? It's just A. No I. Oh, first sip of the day. I'm not putting that down. First sip of the day, and of course it's just a drinkable stage now. So if I put it down, it'll get cold. And I've had that so many times lately where I've let my tea go that little bit too far, and it's not going to happen today. Cheers, guys. The cup's not dirty. It's just the way my black tea leaves it because of the hard water. Honest, Gov. Oh, that is mega. Yeah, cinema again today, although we needed to call it off. Maybe I have like a red mouth. We nearly called it off completely because around here at the moment, from here to eternity, basically, there are the most horrendous roadworks going on. And it's not enough that we've got major roadworks at the roundabout that leads here in the first place. It links us with the rest of the world, like well, Maidstone and Folkestone and London along the M20, and on the M2, London and Dover. So we've got major roadworks there, which is causing absolute ridiculous kind of problems and will do for years. They've now decided that they're going to completely redo a couple of the slip roads that's from there towards us. And, seriously, it's all coned off, one lane. So we went the other way. Big mistake. Because, and I said, I think it's just because it's going into the one lane. As soon as we get on it, it'll be fine. No, we go this way, said Gary. Went along the old bridge. That was bumper to bumper with everyone trying to avoid what wasn't that bad in the first place. Yeah. So, yeah, we figured, when we were sitting in it, and we didn't realise, that's it, we won't go tomorrow or Friday, that's it, we'll call it off. And then once we realised we'd actually taken the wrong option, and the actual road itself wasn't so bad because it wasn't yet proper rush hour. We thought, oh well, maybe we will go. So today, I believe it's Expendables 79, whatever it is. And on Friday, we're going to see this film called The Great Escaper. And it's got Michael Caine and Glenda Jackson, so some real old stars in it. And it's a true story about the 70th anniversary of D-Day. There was this old man in a nursing home, I think it was in Brighton. And he wanted, obviously, to go and celebrate or memorise with... What's the word I'm looking for? Go to the memorial anyway. and commemorate. That's the word. Commemorate with the rest of the survivors and everybody else. And so it was all going to take place in France on the beaches and everything else. So he wanted to go and he couldn't get in with any groups or stuff, and it was watching all this build up on the TV, and he thought, you know what, I'm going. So he just took off. He escaped and found his way to France. And I can remember watching the news that day when they said that this 70-year-old guy had absconded from his nursing home, and here he was in France. And yeah, I guess they made sure he got back okay and everything else, but they've decided to make a movie on it. And obviously there's a lot that goes back, flashbacks to everything, so it looks like a good movie anyway. But it's a true story, which is really cool. And you know, if I ever get old, and you know, if I'm lucky enough to get old, I'm gonna tell you something in a minute. If I'm lucky enough to get old, and find myself in some kind of facility that's locked, I hope I'm like that. I can actually give them the slip and run for their money. Yesterday at the cinema, I can't believe this happened really. I was at the counter with Gary and we were getting our tickets, and we thought, okay, we'll get tomorrow's tickets and Friday's. And this woman who works there come up to me and she said, "Excuse me, dear." I said, "Yeah." She went, "Thursday's his senior day." What? She said, "Mind you, it won't make any difference to you. You got the cards. It's just that you can get in for £5 on a Thursday." And I said, "Oh, cheers." And Gary's laughing away. So I said to the guy behind the counter, "How old do I look for screwing her? Do I look old enough for her to approach me?" And oh, it's time to get rid of the grey again, isn't it? I was kind of like mortified that she picked me out as a senior citizen. It's okay, I know I'm kind of approaching old, but it wasn't funny at the time. I was like, "Cheers, love. You know, thanks a bunch, you know." I said to Gary, I need to do some serious rejuvenation, I think. Oh, hope she's not there today. It's Thursday. She'll be looking up. "You did the senior, dear, didn't you?" "Oh, that's lovely." Witch. Anyway, I'm going to drink my tea. Calm down. Could only happen to me, I tell you. Joke of the day. Won't be as funny as that, that's for sure. Where were we? Oh, among retirees, what is considered formal attire? Tied shoes. It's true. It's actually, I'll give that one a clap. It's actually true. You know, the rest of the time it's slip-ons. That's comfy. I've been slopping around in my slippers. I'm going to throw them away because I've got a feeling that they're the ones that are causing my feet problems. They're not really. I think it might be thyroid, you know, or Sjogren's syndrome. Come to the conclusion that it is not anything innocent, you know. I tried to get an appointment this morning and I couldn't get in. I was number 95,000 in the queue, so I figured I'm not seeing that half doctor again. No chance is he going to have another little bash at him. I tell you, he doesn't know. Come back in 50 years when you know what you're doing, you know, when you've had a bit of experience behind your belt. But until then, you're not messing with my feet, lovey. But I think I need a thyroid test or a blood test for everything, to be honest. And I can't believe that when they did my... See, you know, my old doctor, a lot of people didn't like him. He was quite abrasive. But to me, it was funny. We had a very dry sense of humour and we'd bounce off each other. I'm Dr. Farquharson. I love that guy. And if I ever went to see him and he did a blood test, he'd do them all. He'd think, you know, well, while we're there, we'll test for everything, you know, get a full blood work done. And that, I understand, that's thorough, that's good sense. This guy said, oh, we'll just test you for diabetes. And like, oh, well, forget whether you've got high cholesterol or underactive thyroid or, you know, Sjogren's disease or syndrome. Any of those things. We'll just forget. Heart disease, we forget them all. We just don't worry about it, you know. You might have a bit of grey hair, get confused for a senior, but we won't bother testing for anything other than that. We'll waste our time and your time and money when we could have done them all. Just saying. So yeah, I don't know. We'll get the appointment. Just don't think it's going to happen this week, to be honest with you. And I'm going to give them one last onslaught with the creams that I've been given. Because you know what it's like. You start off, you do it, and you think there's no improvement, and you kind of trail off. And where I've been going out quite a bit, I've not been doing it because obviously I can't put silicone socks on and then put my shoes on. It's not going to work. So I've not been using it. So I'm going to give it another bash with it and see how it goes. Yeah, that's basically nothing else to really tell you apart from today pops up my quest for yarn shops. So, and the yarn that I bought, which is quite snazzy, some of it, well, all of it obviously. Sorry, the more I look at my symptoms for these things, the more I'm convinced about it, because as I was just bouncing up and down like that, it says you have a lot of excess nervous energy. I've got that. And I'm looking down the list of symptoms and going, oh my God, I've got that one. I've got that one. I've got that. Oh, I don't have that. Everybody's got that. Duh. You know, they're all like that. It's so you start reading and you go, yeah, I've got that one. I've got that one. No, I don't have that one. Oof, everybody has that. You know, that's usually how it... And I like it when you read down a list of symptoms and it says, can cause diarrhea or constipation. How? Surely the two things are not the same. I'm going to finish this tea, so just bear with me one. Oh, that's better. Anyway, I did say I wasn't going to talk about my ailments, so I lied. Obviously, I did talk about them. I won't do it again. Well, not today anyway. Gary goes back to work on Saturday, so I'm hoping on Saturday that I'll be able to film this. I've charged up my equipment that I use, so I'm hoping I'll try and get it done beforehand, but I don't think I will be able to with all that we've got going on. So today is taking me to the most glamorous of places again, guys. We're going to the tip. Yes, we've got some wood to get rid of, and where he's been doing all the work out there and all the leftovers, the offcuts, although, well, not the offcuts of the actual boarding, because that's what we're going to practice on. Oh, I had a bit of a problem yesterday. Ordered the stain from Amazon, thinking that would be cool. You know, it'll arrive really quick. And then the date that it was supposed to arrive by went, and even ticked down to the time. It should arrive after 8 o'clock. Oh, it's not going to arrive. If you haven't received it by the 4th, get in touch. And I thought, well, this is a bit loose. So I looked again yesterday and it said, your item is undeliverable. So I thought, what you mean is you never sent it in the first place. So I got onto them and it said, oh, this is a third-party seller. So you need to resolve it with them. And I said, excuse me. I would never have bought it if I'd have thought that. You know, I only ever order from Amazon because I know that I've got this, you know, I'm looked after basically. So they said, oh, well, if they've got 2 days, like 48 hours to get in touch with you and refund you. And if they don't, we step in. So obviously I've got to wait even longer. And I said, look, this is kind of building work. Sorry, I put my cream on. This is kind of building work or decoration, and we needed it as soon as possible, which is why I ordered it from Amazon, because you've got next day delivery most of the time. I said, so now, not only have we had all this delay, we've got even more delay getting a refund and having to get more stuff. So obviously we're going to go and pick it up from a shop and pay more for it. But that would teach us, won't it, really? To trust Amazon. But I said, you know, if you're going to have third-party sellers, you need to have the same attitude about what's sold on there. Because if you're going to cover it anyway, if they're going to cover the cost and refund me and then get it back off them, why not do that in the first place? You know, why make it so that there's a delay for the customer? If they're going to get that money back, regardless, why not just refund me and then get the money back? You know, that's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. Oh, well, you live and learn. Live and learn. Nothing's kind of infallible these days, is it? Anyway, so yeah, we've got tip run, and then we've got to water Gary's brother's plants. Yeah, because he's away. We could have gone. It's a whole family thing, really. When I say family, I don't mean like his kids. I mean it's Gary's cousin's daughter is she works in an art gallery, but she's also a DJ, and she's doing some stints in Ibiza. So she did a couple, and this one, a lot of the family have gone out. We could have been one of them, but the family that have gone tend to be the younger, skinnier ones that don't get is mistaken for senior citizens for the cinema. Anyway, I say mistaken because I'm obviously only 36. Round the thigh. Okay. It needed saying. So yeah. But no. Some of the older ones have gone. Ones with more energy. Gary had used all his holiday, really. That's why we didn't go. And I hate flying. That's another reason. Oh, you know, I have done it. And even when I vow I'll never get on a plane again, I have done it in the end. But it's one of those things, you know, everybody that, like when I was married, all my husband went on about was going on holiday. Let's go on holiday. I want to fly. I want to do this. I want to do that. Fly. And now I've got Gary at it. So don't keep tormenting me. I hate flying. I really do. And I said to him, you see, you know we're not meant to fly, don't you? You know, as people, we're not meant to be up there. We're not meant to fly. And he said, we're not meant to be on the water either. I went, yes, we are. We can swim. Well, some of us less panicky than others, because Gary's swimming is hilarious, I have to say. It cracks me up as soon as he starts. He just sort of bobbles like this. There's no panic. It's not seamless. You know, it's not like a fish. It's more like the jellyfish. Anyway, I'm going to get off before I annoy myself too much. Can't believe I told you about the senior citizen. I'll never hear that down from Victoria. I know she watches. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget the quest for yarn yet later. It's a different one from usual. Well, some of it is. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.